This is the sound of hope. So many young people have seen the light at the end of the tunnel, right here at SCORD, a community-based organization, CBO, in Buwuni Town Council, Giri District, Eastern Uganda. Edith Grace, the founder and executive director of SCORD, attributes her passion for the girl child and safe motherhood to the training she received from the MPHL program under Save the Mothers East Africa.
We came in, we were trained, it is very holistic, it is community-based. So when I came, my CBO was dormant, SCORD. So I brought it up. I rejuvenated it and we began again. We began our work talking about cancers, talking about reproductive health in the villages, talking about, young girls, how they should keep safe from HIV/AIDS and teenage pregnancies, how we were in the villages talking to parents about the dangers of child marriages and what have you, because of the training of UCU. So we engaged the key stakeholders within the community in that work. We gave them trainings. By the way, the work was voluntary because we didn't have any donors, but because of the passion that we got from the training by Save the Mothers at UCU, we just came and trained a few of the community members who joined me, and we did that voluntary work. Then the district also recognized us. When we went for the registration, they gave us a registration number. So we are fully fledged community-based organization registered by the district of Bugiri. So down the road when we were doing our work, we found out after COVID that some youth had dropped out of school, some because of the income status in their homes, but also some because they had outgrown the classes in which they were and they never wanted to go back to school. So SCORD brought in an idea of skilling, and we developed a name called SCORD Vocational Institute, Training Institute. Then at around the same period in May, Save the Mothers is always holding annual conferences, and they asked for concept papers. I wrote about this issue of the youth who had dropped out of school because of the COVID effect. So my concept was through, and I was given an opportunity to present. When I presented, I received an award. The award included some cash and it was a parcel. So that money, I used it for getting a license, Directorate of Industrial Training license, because I wanted to make these girls, these youth also have a feel that they were doing a course that was recognized by government. So in fact, it gives them a foundation. So far, I was granted that license, and so far we've had 2 assessments. Right now, we are in the phase 3. Phase 1 did so well. We had so many A's and B's. Phase 2, we also had so many A's and B's. We've never received a C. So our work here was recognized, and the person in charge of DIT Eastern Region advised us even to go to level 2. Level 2 is when somebody also does theory, because right now they do only practicals. So after doing theory, you can continue. And that's it up to university.
Her initiative has been a lifeboat for some young women in her community. The CBO not only skills its clients, but gives hope and creates opportunities for them.
Under the vocational training, we have had a graduation, and we've had close to 40 graduates. Then I have some youth who were taken up by the district when the NITIL came to the district, and requested them for some people who knew tailoring to be taken to NITIL. Of course, they called me because they know that there are people here. So some went to NITIL to work. So they are there working, earning their living. We are very grateful about that. Then there are also some who are doing their own private work. Those ones who went into salon. We have builders who are in Tororo, because even building was assessed. 8 of them were assessed here, and the gentleman was very happy, the one who came to assess the builders, because none of them got a C. Very well. So they also went and they have papers. There was a builder who had been a builder for something like 10 years. but he had learned on the job and didn't have a certificate. But right now he's very happy because he got a DIT from here, and he's also managing, helping us to speak to people about, once there is income in the home, the GBV goes down a bit, and then they move on well. They can plan for children, they can have the mothers safe, the children can also be safe because of that. Then we also have this girl who was trafficked. She got pregnant at 17. Of course, I didn't know about the case. I knew about it when she had come back from Dubai. She came back with nothing, almost mad, dead, things like that. I think it was hard luck. When she came, she joined us. Right now, she has her own business. And because she's, they are needy, I said, there is space here. So I gave her space as entandikwa, as a beginning. She's just here.
Ndi maama omuto kuba nazaalako keno akamarasoni yafo nalina emyaka 17 era buti omwana alina emyaka 5. Omwana we yali ow'omwaka omulala ya kitundu bantwala e Kampala okusoma hairdressing whereby we twafuluma nabita kuba nafuna B+ bampaayo akasente akatono whereby nabona nga kyetaaga nkigaziyeemuku nasalawo nina eno ninje nakozesa ede sente kujja Saudi Arabia kubanga mu bufumbo nabona nga tijasobola baali bampisa bubi kuba nali nkaali mwana muto nga n'ebyobufumbo tibidi yankoba course kijoyina namukoba ninda hairdressing, but after no I changed to tailoring. Yankoba oke tweyirayo batuwena kude tulina okwida okutandika okusoma twatandika okwida nga tusoma kati lumu yaida yatukobanga emuli abaana abawala eriyo programu eje project ya Shields wansi wa Moko Badi eri Bugiri benza abaana ab'obuwala mwegememu ekigurupu mulondo obukiiko twerondamu abaana abawala 8 and I told them nze nenda kuba secretary weimwe wabeewo aneesimba ku banko bano tukuwaire era namala okusoma bwe nasoma bantiikira tailoring ku DIT certificate era nafuna B+. Natandikawo okwekozesa nga maama omuto kubanga ndigala ndi Young Women Advocate okulwanisa obutabanguko mu maka eno wemba example eri bananga abawala kubabuulira batereera. Natandikawo lwakuba nti nzira machine kyalani nkiziraye nsobola okozesaako ebyawano we nayegera kuba madamu andikiriza nayakozesa natundatundako obugoye nakuba repair n'ebitengi ntundawo.
We just need like 8 to add on what we have. That one can make us move up for the machines. And then, by the way, hairdressing is very manageable because you don't need a lot of things. We just want to go into cosmetology, beautifying and what have you. So that is when we shall buy a bit of things, but I think we can manage. Save for only the dryers. If I can get 2 dryers, then we are done for that. Building, we applied somewhere, another CBO from Uganda introduced us to a friend. And that friend, we have applied for something, a kit for building and a kit for carpentry, a kit for plumbing. So they've promised us we are getting them in time because they give out, it is called tools with a mission. So they give out tools, you only pay for shipping. So we are able to raise funds and paid for shipping. Those tools are coming from UK. So anytime I'll be called around January, and then I will pick those ones for those sections, and we shall continue expanding. In fact, there is mechanics, plumbing, building, and carpentry. Then also a knitting machine for making sweaters. I have space where I have my office. I have space where these girls are training. I'm not paying any rent. I have space, like I told you. So one girl also, after completing, I said you can pick one of it. And we are still continuing. That has been my contribution. I contribute the time fine, but I also contribute the space for this work. And I also contribute in terms of my networks. I know how to, if I get an opportunity, I'm not selfish at all. I just say, please, I found some mother somewhere. Can we take that one? And we've done. We've had even mothers coming for this project. So we are offering tailoring, we are offering hairdressing, we are offering building, we are also offering, we are yet to offer carpentry. I'm waiting for tools, but DIT gave us all that. We also need to offer catering. We are offering catering, and DIT tells us that you do not need to do the whole package of hotel management. Just find around. What is the main menu here? If it is rice, can you please teach people how to make very good rice so that they take all the projects around that come in? So that's what we do. We zero on what is in the village, what is here within the community. That's what we teach. Maybe with the time as we grow, that's when we shall take the whole package. So there is also mechanics. We began with the motorcycle. We are not yet for vehicles, but we have them. We're only waiting for those tools to come, and then someone will come in. The instructors are from within. They didn't have also certificates. In fact, they applied somewhere to go and teach, but they rejected them because of certificates. For us who were doing our work slowly, we said, come on board, come and teach. So first phase, they taught. Second phase, they also sat exams. So now they have their DIT. I encourage them to improve on themselves. So now they also have DIT certificates, and they are very happy.
Natandika nga ali kusomesa, nagiye kumaliza, nga nze nansomye. Nafunaku ne certificate, okuba nali just ndina recommendation edikiriza nkole emirimu, aye nga nzira certificate. Buti we natandikirawo, nasoma, okumaze kusoma, zena nafuna certificate. Ndisa no nsobola zena okutawo, bakulwe baida bakuwa nti kumbono yasoma byemviri.
In her work, Edith Grace works with the local district government, thus promoting and contributing to the government of Uganda's health agenda. This contribution earned her chairship for Nankoma Health Center Management Committee. Edith Grace has made improvements in the maternity ward, lobbied for delivery beds, and now the health center has more than one delivery bed to accommodate the demand.
So I'm the chairperson of a health center for Nankoma. And when I reached there, of course, the passion of Save the Mothers, I began with the maternity wing to see how it looked like. I found only one delivery bed. I said, no, I think this one can't happen at a health center because they get referrals. So as I speak now, recently we received the beds because we talked about it, and we really had to ask some people to help us. I found a room, very big room that could take 22 beds, but it was used as a store. So during one of the meetings, we raised a minute to request the district to dispose of whatever was in that room so that they create room for extension of maternity. So that we leave the 8 beds for the Caesar cases, and then this one, the normal deliveries and the waiting, we could partition this room so that the waiter, because that is what I saw during our field work with STM at UCU. They were separated and had space. So that one has been done. We've so far had 2 camps. And in those camps, we've been having also cancer cases. The first camp, we had 100 testing, and none was positive. Even this one, the recent one, we had 200 testing for cancer. People are just seated in there. I am a cancer survivor. How did I survive cancer? It was the cervical cancer. You know, I was in class when Dr. Eve was teaching about maternal health and the cancers, and I realized that all the symptoms she was talking about, I was experiencing them. And all along, I'd never even got a cancer test. So I went for that cancer test. Thank God they found me at level 1. So I was treated. And during those meetings in community when I could move, whether barrier I'm given an opportunity to speak, I could tell people how I am a cancer survivor, encouraging women to go for tests so that it prolongs. So Save the Mothers, I thank you so much because you prolonged my life. I don't know how I would be now. Maybe the cancer would be at level 4 now.
She is also among the 2 opinion leaders in the district selected to support the resident district office with community dialogues on government accountability.
We were chosen to, and I was among me and another. And what they looked at? They looked at somebody's ability to speak to people, somebody's way of packaging, somebody's presentation. Does that person command respect in the community? So this one also is because of that program of STM. And I'm really saying thank you. So we've been doing that work, and the community has been responding where we find that the roads were not done according to the budget. So the community was sensitized to demand for service delivery from civil servants. So I'm doing that work also. After COVID, we've not yet had the barazas, but I believe they are going to begin. And I'm the person attached to RDC's office as a female because they wanted female and male. And that one, you know, the whole district, and they look at Grace. I thank God and I say MPHL, Save the Mothers, was not for free. It has done groundwork in me. Thank you. I appreciate it.